Is that what you thought when you were living in Ukraine? That you wanted to go abroad? Or did you watch something that
I
someone...
didn't want it like straight away. I think it's later I started to actually like think about it and entertain this kind of a decision. But I think my parents really wanted to migrate, and especially like, you know, like my grandparents who managed to travel the world and see and compare things. Like, I guess then it's, you know, almost in generations, the idea of like, you should go somewhere else.
If your grandparents used to travel the world, what did they used to tell you? Did they tell you things about outside? What was it like? Because obviously your parents, I'm assuming this was Soviet Union. You were born in a year where Berlin Wall fell. That was what, 1989, right? And obviously Soviet Union was closed, right? Your grandparents had an opportunity to travel. They came back. Did they tell you stories about what was it like to live in the West? Or...
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, because they had tours, and it's a huge difference between tourism and
living.
migration. Like, you know, like, yeah, absolutely two different things. So they obviously had amazing impressions, and like they would always like bring furniture, cutleries, everything from abroad, because like that was like better quality, variety, and just in general there was something, you know, like with compared to like all the deficit, and like so they were very impressed, and like they were always like telling like, oh, stories like this happened here, this happened there. And so like it was a bit of a, I think also TV, I think also Ukrainian TV, except doing all the Russian stuff, there was also a heavy impact of American movies. And I think growing up, you're looking at these pictures, you think, well, I guess they depict in real life of people there, so must be good. And of course you eat it up, and like you like living with this fantasy that, yeah, oh, it's...
So would you say that your grandparents influenced you and your family influenced you, or was it the fact that you were growing up in Ukraine from early 90s and obviously going into acting, and then that's what influenced you to come to not migrate, to come to UK? Would you say that was an influence?
I think it's a combination of little things together that making a big picture and then making this big change. But yeah, I think it's a bit of everything.